Bit of a resurgence of popularity for that song, probably because of TikTok or something. That is from 1980. And while you see a chance, you take it. And that's what's going to be talked about at a conference in Emerald next week. You got your drones, your wearable trackers for cattle, virtual fences, just some of the high-tech gadgets to emerge out of the ag sector. And soon more innovation in the paddock will be revealed at the upcoming AGTECH conference in Emerald. CEO of the Central Highlands Development Corporation, Peter Dowling, is here to tell you more. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Karyn.
Morning. What is AGTECH, for those who don't know?
Yeah, listen, AGTECH's an event that brings together, I suppose, the common language is the ecosystem of innovation relative to agriculture. And it's a real blend. You know, it's got your producers and your entrepreneurs and your researchers and students, all the support, supply chain participants as well. So it's quite a blend of that ecosystem. And they come together for 2 days in Emerald. And, the first day is all about the conferencing side, and it's really that intellectual share of great information around 3 key themes of carbon tech fusion, the technical support, so that ecosystem, and how do they support in this game of innovation. And also, one of our key themes this year is getting away from the hype. And we know this industry generally in the innovation space, we often talk about the black shirts. Well, it's as far away as that we can get. We really want to get, away from the hype and really into the actionable ideas and the practicalities that happen on farms and within the ecosystem itself.
Okay. One of the things I did want to ask about, you just mentioned it there, one of the big discussions is focused on carbon capture technology. Is that what local farmers have been asking to see at the conference?
Yeah, so we do have a working group that's been on this project for the last 12 months, and we do go through and we analyse sort of the currency of themes across the ecosystem and particularly farmers, because this is what it's focused on. And yes, the carbon tech fusion was a term we used because we wanted to get that connectivity between carbon, climate and technology. So we've got a great panel there across industry, but also in the research space to give our producers the latest and greatest in that space that's relevant to them.
At Beef, I remember I was blown away by just the different kind of tech that was coming out. I mean, smart watches for cattle. I thought that was really cool. So I'm sure there's going to be some really interesting stuff popping up there, and we'll be covering it. It's happening next week. You want to get everybody in the know to get out there for next week?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, we've got a great roll-up already, but we really have some space to get more people there. With the current rain around, take advantage of those days where you might not be able to do a lot on farm or in your business, and get along and use this as a sort of a professional development opportunity and a networking chance. There's more than 40 trade stands, 10 demos on the demo day at the CQ Smart Cropping Centre. And really importantly, it's an international program in a country setting. So we've got, farmers to founders, I'll get that right, coming, and they're hosting a sort of a networking and dinner opportunity, but they're bringing delegates from the UK and from other parts of Australia. And then a lot of our panellists are coming from other parts of Australia as well. But then we do have that really important local element, and that's the Beyond the Hype. And we've got a number of panellists in that third area, Beyond the Hype, AgTech in Action. And that's really focusing on some farmers that are actually using technology to their advantage. And they've been putting pilots in place this year, and they're going to talk to those pilots in a sort of a case study conversation at the conference. So, yeah, it's a jam-packed couple of days. Get off your farms, come in, use the opportunity while you can, because, these events don't happen very often. We do it. The last one was in 2021. We had a little bit of a break there with COVID, and we spanned back to 2017. So there's a bit of a history there. But really important, you really need to take advantage of these days while they're here. They won't come back again. So looking forward to everyone getting out and taking advantage of it.
All right. Thanks for that, Peter. And you can just go to the Central Highlands Development Corporation website or just Google AgTech, and you'll find out all the information you need to know. Thanks for that this morning.
Our pleasure. Thanks, Karyn.
All right. We'll probably be, catching up with you next week. And definitely our rural department will be front and center at AgTech